Blessings, 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 Facebook. We are live. Listen, I have a beautiful guest on tonight. Y'all, listen, y'all are in for a feast. I'm super excited about her on the show on tonight. If y'all got a story that y'all want to hear, y'all got somebody who done been through some stuff, but have a powerful anointed ministry. This woman of God has it for you. So thank you all for chiming in on tonight. Y'all know how we do it. We love for you to have your comments on there. So please make sure that you comment, ask questions, things of that nature, because we love to be interactive and that's why we do what we do. So make sure you comment, let us know who you are, where you're from, and then we're gonna go from there, okay? So we got a beautiful guest on tonight. Her name is, I call her Queen TinaMarie. This woman of God has been through so many different things in her life, and this beautiful woman is going to be talking with you all on tonight. So we're going to go ahead and, if you can, Queen TinaMarie is going to be inviting people on the show on tonight, and some of her guests have already chimed in. So I'm excited on tonight. Oh, I just love her. I just love her, and I love all of her friends and family. When I tell you, she got some people that really love her and support her and believe in what she's doing. So you all will, if you will, take your time out right now to go ahead and invite people to come in on this show. We're going to take us a small break. I told you I was giving y'all some time to go ahead and invite your family and friends. So while we have our guests backstage waiting to come forth, y'all go ahead and leave us some comments on here, because I told y'all, we like for y'all to be interactive. We love for you to talk, tell us where you're from, tell us your name and things like that, and we love for you all to send us some hearts and let us know, how you feel about the show. Talk to us, come talk back to us, communicate with us. So I am going to bring before you the beautiful, the marvelous, wonderful woman of God that has been through the trenches and back. She's that one that say, I'm that gangster for Christ. That one that'll jerk you back. That one that'll bring about deliverance. That one that'll bring about change. That woman that is a positive speaker, motivational speaker, a leader, come on, a speaker, a woman who loves the Lord for real, come on, and is someone who loves God and loves God's people. So here before you is a leader. She's a leadership speaker. Mrs. TinaMarie Speaks. That's where you can find her. Do a lot of her speaking engagements and ministering is Miss TinaMarie Speaks. She's a motivational speaker, someone that you definitely want to look out for. Okay, but tonight you're going to know exactly what you're going to be getting, because she's going to spill the beans, okay? All the stuff that she's been through, because she's very transparent. And let me tell you what she always tell me. She say, listen, I can't help but to be honest. And people will tell you that know me, I will tell you the truth. So if you don't want the truth, don't ask her, because she will tell you. Hey, Queen Jada. Okay, so this also part of her ministry is Open Hearts, Open Hands, My Sister's Keeper Ministry. So she's going to tell us about both of the ministries that she's in, why she got into these ministries, what the ministry is about. So just in case you would like to get in a part of it, just in case you want to be a part of Mrs. TinaMarie Speaks, or be a part of Open Heart, Open Hands Ministry, My Sister's Keeper Ministry. So here before us, we bring before you the beautiful woman of God, Queen Mrs. TinaMarie.
Wow.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen Pastor Yolanda. Thank you so much for first and foremost, I give honor and glory to God. That's first and foremost, because he's brought me through some things. To you, I've been so excited, and I love you so much. I honor you for bringing me on and being able to share as well, to give what I do, my testimony, to help serve others.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
also, it's wow, what a testimony, what an introduction. I'm hardly speechless. I'm
But
hardly speechless.
listen, but what if I would have went through your whole bio? Now that's when you would have been speechless because you have a phenomenal bio. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I just went by what I read, and that was just a little bit of it. That's just a little bit of it.
And I'm grateful. I have to say, my words is courage, gratitude, faith, and perseverance,
Come
and
on,
love.
in love.
um my Well, good evening, everyone. I am so happy to be here tonight. I was so super excited. I'm overjoyed, fulfilled. There's so many words that I could use, but the woman you see before you tonight wasn't always this woman. And
Hmm.
they have that saying, thank God we don't look like what we've been through,
Come on.
for well as queens and kings.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, that's where I'm standing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
grateful. Oh, it's Queen Vicky. I'm so excited. I'm so sorry.
Come back.
Um, I am so excited. These are wonderful queens, and I am so grateful to be connected. And the way we became connected is just amazing. It's amazing that I love the unity of the sisterhood that there is, to show, in all honesty, across social media, that we do stand together in unity. We do stand in one faith.
Come
Yes,
on.
and yet, and it's so beautiful to see, to teach the next legacy. That's Miss Tina. What I do, I am a leadership speaker, and I
Mm-hmm.
also became, in the last year and a half, a life a certified life strategist coach.
Uh-huh.
And
Come on.
in the last several months, within, I would say, the last 5 months, I just became a minister.
Come
Now,
on.
as I said before, I'm going to go a little bit backwards. I'm going to start with the very beginning, when I was little TinaMarie.
Mm-hmm.
um she was born into chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a wonderful grandmother. My parents were in the military.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother was the one who raised me. That's the woman who introduced me to Jesus Christ.
Come on.
I am not ashamed to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I have met people that had, and she gave me the gift of faith,
Come on.
and always to go to him.
Mm-hmm.
No matter the challenges, no matter what comes your way, you hold on to him and you'll be okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, as I would love to share with your audience, as I grew up, you know how we have gone through so many of life's challenges.
Right.
We all have a story. We all have challenges.
Oh.
We've all had trauma.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you turn that trauma into. Are you going to turn the
Yes.
trauma? Are you going to stay stuck in your trauma? Or
Mm-hmm.
are you going to turn it into a triumph?
Right.
You've all gone through things. Are you going to turn it into a system of solutions?
Mm.
Are you going to turn those pain points into systems of solutions?
Come on.
I can honestly tell you, everything that I've been given has been divinely given by God.
Mm-hmm.
As you know in my bio, yes, I've done many things.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I've been led to do.
Right.
But I can tell you, in these last 7 years, no, starting with 2014, I give honor to God at all times, for every single day, every sunrise, every sunset. Because as I say, we are not guaranteed to be here the next moment.
Right.
And so we should, my hashtag is life is a gift wrapped in precious moments and the people we
Mm.
experience them with.
Come on.
That's my hashtag. Okay, and that's been my brand. That's my brand. Miss TinaMarie speaks as a leadership speaker. I wanted to be a speaker
Mm-hmm.
since I was a former teacher, special
Right.
education teacher in New York City. And I'm sorry, I have to give kudos to Brooklyn. That is the best
Come on,
borough in the world.
Brooklyn.
And anyone who knows me knows that that's exactly what I'm going to say, and I cannot sugarcoat
Right.
anything. And I am a gangster for God.
Come on
I will
now.
go through hell, snatch the soul back because it
Come
belongs to
on.
God. Now, I believe as a whole person, as you know, Pastor Yolanda, when you're in corporations, you cannot mention anything like that.
Uh-huh.
So I've come to my mentor who taught me, my speaker coach, and I have to give
Mm-hmm.
honor where honor is due.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Speaker Focus. It is the best platform for
Okay.
people who want to become professional speakers.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Honest, I mean, they are the best team partners that I have ever seen. And I
Mm-hmm.
do due diligence when I want to,
Mm-hmm.
spend money somewhere. It was well worth the investment. It was a divine connection.
Come on.
Okay. Miss TinaMarie Speaks is an educational and personal development company
Mm-hmm.
where I teach empowerment systems that build human connections.
Come on.
I mean, some people do finance, which is wonderful. Some people
Mm-hmm.
do health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Others do just faith-based.
Mm-hmm.
I encompass the whole person.
Come on now.
As a leadership speaker, as a professional leadership speaker, an
Mm-hmm.
empowerment speaker, and I don't say anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with motivational speakers. There is
Right.
nothing. But an
Uh-huh.
empowerment speaker for me, I
Mm-hmm.
stay with you.
Come on.
I don't come in, give the speech, okay, we're all good now. And
Yes.
then when you're alone and you're facing a dark moment, you need a hand to reach to pull you through.
Come on. Wow,
That's
that's
who I
good.
am
That's right.
as a professional empowerment speaker. I stay
Right.
with you. And I say when I have my speaking engagements, I tell the audience, I am going to stay with you for 90 days.
Come on.
Part of one of my programs, which I is my core based empowerment program, which I am most proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And that came from tragedy. But I
Yes.
turned what the devil meant for harm, I
Uh-huh.
got the victory.
Come on.
I was it as part of my personal page, part of my testimony, as I shared before, and I'm very transparent because I want to unlock someone's prison door.
Come on.
Okay, and this
Woo!
the speaker coach from Speaker Focus that I had
Mm-hmm.
pulled it out of me, literally,
Come
from
on.
my toes.
Yes.
Didn't sugarcoat anything, didn't hold my hand, and said, start.
Come
And I
on.
heard God's voice saying, this is the one, go
Come on.
ahead. And I've wanted to be a speaker I'm going to date myself because I don't worry about my age.
Right.
I've wanted to be a speaker to help others because I
Right.
feel teaching is a beautiful gift. Anything
Mm-hmm.
that we do to service others, because I
Mm-hmm.
am a servant leader, I
Mm-hmm.
take that to heart.
Right.
I do not want somebody to stay in a corner somewhere and
Right.
die.
Come on.
Not with their goals and dreams
Mm-hmm.
and gifts and talents that God has given.
Right.
I love my core based empowerment signature program. And it's to design a roadmap that encompasses your behaviors, your abilities, and your unique characteristics that make you become a change catalyst for
Hey.
yourself
Come
and
on.
where you work.
Oh, come on.
It's not that you have to, okay, some people say, oh, you're bringing Christ into it. I don't have to say I'm a Christian.
Yes.
It's going to show through my actions.
Doing a show.
If you're a Muslim, it's going to show through your actions.
Yes.
What I do, and through Miss TinaMarie Speaks, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I go into corporations
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to see through my actions, not just
Yes.
my words, but my actions.
Yes.
And what's at the core? Your core is who you are.
Yes.
So I encompass in my programs the whole person,
Come on.
not just your financial, not just your mental, not just your emotional,
Yes.
not just your physical, and not
Come
just your
on.
spiritual. I look at you the whole 5 areas of your life.
Come on.
Because when you go out the door, you're
Mm-hmm.
still, I'm going to use myself as a personal example. I'm still TinaMarie Rodriguez when I walk out the door. When I go
Mm-hmm.
into work, I'm still TinaMarie Rodriguez when I walk in there.
Come
I
on.
can't change. But what I can do is provide a roadmap for everyone to get there.
Come on.
And as my and I credit and I give honor where honor is due to the two mentors of speakerfocus.com.
Come on.
They are a fabulous team of two men that have so much faith, that have brought so many people through. I could not be the professional leadership speaker that empowerment speaker that I am today if it wasn't for their guidance and their curriculum and how they taught me.
Right.
And with God's gifted ability, because
Come on.
God blessed it all the
Yes.
way through. There was not one thing that he did not do.
Wow. Let me ask you this. You are so passionate about empowerment. You're so passionate. Well, I absolutely love the fact that you said, listen, I'm here for 90 days. I'm here for however long you need me to be here. So I'm not just here to empower, to motivate, to encourage, to lift you up, make you feel better. I am here thereafter. When you go home and you cry and you have something that you're going through, something that you're experiencing, I'm still here with you. So I'm not just going to give you what you need and I'm going to knock off. I'm going to clock out and say, no, this is done. I've given you what you need. I'm going to the next. You say, I'm still here. Isn't that that's a beautiful thing to know that you're going through something? You have a coach, a mentor, a speaker, a leader, somebody who's there with you to just coach you through, minister to you through, and to take you through the steps so that you know that you're not alone. Because a lot of times people do be alone. They can say, I got it. They feel good about it. They encouraged about it. Oh, I can do this. But but then they be like, well, what am I gonna do now? Because stuff has happened, life happened, and then what am I gonna do with myself now? Like, what am I gonna do? Because
Yes.
everything was fine while I was in class, everything was going good. I go home to reality. I go home to where it's chaos and confusion. Or if everything is good right now, what happens whenever things are good and then stuff starts to happen? And then it's like, I was doing so well. Now I need my coach. You know what? That's why you have a coach there. Because a coach is going to tell you, baby, I was here. And I'm telling you, I had some of the same similar things that happened to me. But baby, you got to push through. And then you can
Yes.
go into deeper details and give them your testimony and say, baby, let me tell you, this is what happened to me.
Yes.
And what you're going through, I'm telling you, you can make it through because this is what happened. They're like, oh, I didn't know you went through that. So I said, that's why I'm gonna give you my testimony so that
Yes.
it can encourage you to keep pushing through. Because if I did it, so can you. And we be sitting back saying, why am I going through all of this? Why is it so hard? But guess what? When
Why
God
not?
put us in those positions, now it all makes sense.
Yes,
Now
it
we
does.
understand why we had to go through as much as we had to go through because God was going to use all of that for us to be a blessing to somebody else, to minister to somebody, to push them through. And since we made it out, now we got the authority and the right to go in and snatch them out of whatever it is they're going through. Because, baby, you won't have this one, not on my watch. Come
Nope.
on. I absolutely love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes,
And it
ma'am.
came out of, like I shared, Miss TinaMarie Speaks came out of tragedy, because
Yes.
I was hitting. I was in a. I had a traumatic brain injury.
Mm-hmm.
I this the first time I'm really sharing it publicly.
Come on.
It was very private. I had a traumatic brain injury. I was hit with a sign from 30 feet above. I was unable to read. I was unable to speak for a while. It looked like I was on, and this is not to offend anyone, it looked like I was on a drug addict high 24/7.
Wow.
I could not be, and I was a former academic director. I was promoted 3 months prior to this traumatic brain injury.
Mm.
And I kept saying, all I could do was say certain words. And I always
Right.
remember the only word my grandma said, you in trouble. If you can't pray, just say Jesus.
Come on.
That's what I kept saying. My
Come on.
daughter, who God bless her. I mean, she's amazing. She's the one who helped me regain and watched me. First of all, she was young at the time. She was only about 12 or 13 years old, entering into middle school. When this tragedy happened. But like I said prior, what the enemy meant for harm, he didn't get it. Because see, he's been after me for too many years.
Come on.
God got me.
God got you.
She taught me. I taught my daughter to read when she was 2 years old, 2 to 3 years old. To turn back, she taught me how to get back.
Come on,
Okay.
God.
So not only did that happen, and I said, well,
Wow.
that's how Miss TinaMarie Speaks came about, because as we were working in the library, she's doing her homework for middle school and she's helping me read, to relearn how to read. I couldn't even count money.
Mm.
I'm grateful today that I'm sitting here with you to be able to do this. So I
Right.
said, how can I give back? Not only that, as I'm sharing anybody, and I mean, I'm so passionate and driven with this. And then on top of the coach that I had that are like family to me now, there is nothing that you cannot do.
Right.
Then after that traumatic brain injury, I started getting through. I had a
Mm.
massive heart attack a year later. On the table, didn't even realize it. This is why I'm so passionate with women, especially because we pack so much into our day. We take care of the husband, the children, the parents, the work, home, everyone else but ourselves. And again, I say, please take some time. There is a way to balance everything. Prioritize your health, because your health is your wealth. Life, the God given life we have, however you believe. And I know God's got me, because there's just way too much that I got up from. I said to the doctor, I had a massive heart attack December 15th, 2015. My daughter was doing her first middle school Christmas show. I told the doctors, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk out of here. And my God is going to get me up to walk out of here so I can see my daughter in the show. 6 days later, right before her show began, I was sitting in the audience to see her perform. That's why I say the testing of your faith, James
Come on.
1:3, I stand on. The, the testing of your faith develops perseverance and
Come on.
discipline. Not only that, I took a leap of faith, and because I am a true Brooklynite, true native New Yorker, but I am, as we say in the borough of Brooklyn, we're Brooklynites. We are separate from New York, even though it's Brooklyn, New York.
Uh-uh.
Just a little small, lesson about Brooklyn.
Uh-uh.
And with that being said, I took a leap of faith, okay, because I knew I could not keep up because of the traumatic brain injury. I couldn't keep up the pace of what New York had.
Mm.
So I'm saying, where am I going to go? This is just, it's too difficult. It's too much on my daughter. It's too much on the family. I took a leap of faith and came to beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. That
Okay.
was nothing. And this is the first time I'm sharing it. Took a leap of faith and came to Atlanta, Georgia with $742 and 2 suitcases with me.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I am
My
grateful for,
God.
I am grateful to God and humbled at the same time. Humbled at the same time. Now I'm living in a townhome. 3-bedroom townhome. And I don't say that because I'm bragging on God, not me.
I know that's right.
But to not be able to do something, to have my own company now, to say, okay, I made it through. And then I had made it. I'm here in Georgia, getting used to Georgia, which I love now. I am an apple peach, as they say. I then had another massive heart attack in 2017. And I'm saying, God, I'm trying. What am I doing? What do you, I
Mm.
always ask, not, at first I was angry. I'm not going to lie. You have everyone. It's okay to say, I'm angry. I'm tired.
Mhm.
I'm frustrated.
Uh-huh.
Why am I going through this? But then again, God said, I'm still here. I got you. And then it came to me. Instead of saying, why me? Why not me?
Mm.
So, and I would see things as I was in the hospital. God would bring people to me to talk from all different faiths. Can I pray with you? Sure.
Mm.
Sure. You got positive, because Prayer is intimate conversation with God. My coach would, when I, okay, and I'm going to fast forward now to the present. As our beautiful flyer, you see me with black hair. That was my natural hair. Now you see,
Right.
look, I'm sexy and bald.
Come on
Cute and
now.
bald.
Come on now.
Cute and bald. Cute and bald because, as I said, December, when we had our in December, on Monday was my death anniversary, I say.
Mm,
And I say that because my heart stopped that day. That day I was diagnosed with breast cancer in my left breast. Okay. And it was a sucker punch to my, where my heart just literally leapt out of my body. That's how it felt.
wow.
And I said, "Oh my God, my children." I said, "God," and tears streaming. This is total, as I said, as you introduced me, I'm totally transparent for everyone. I tell my story. I tell my testimony, not for pity. No, because pity don't go. I don't do pity. I'm telling you, you can stand up, and if you hold on to God and hold on to your faith, you can do unstoppable things with Him. Unstoppable things with Him. I can tell you, as an example, not just myself, but the coach that I had and have went from zero to nothing to a millionaire.
Say it again.
He went from zero to being a millionaire, and you would never know it. You would never know it. I've done things at which I am grateful and humbled by. I've gotten to meet senators, commissioners. I've gotten to sit down and talk with them, work with them. And to God be the glory, we're all people. What it showed me, and even to this day, from a homeless person to the richest person, you're the same to me.
Come on.
I met Rick Ross in the supermarket and I didn't even know who he was.
I know that's right.
I was so excited to
Uh-huh.
know that Rick Ross is only lives 30 minutes, well, 40 minutes, if my niece will correct me. My niece will correct me. She brought me past his mansion. I said, who's that? She goes, "Auntie, that's Rick Ross's house." Oh, okay.
Okay.
So going through the supermarket one day without her, he's in the supermarket like he's just shopping. And I'm like, the guy goes, "Don't you know who that is? Don't you know? He's a
No.
guy." What am I supposed to say? He goes,
Right.
"Ma'am, that was Rick Ross." I said, "Hi, Rick. I'm TinaMarie." He said, "Hi, TinaMarie." And that was it. And then of course, how could you do this? But to God be the glory, because we're all people.
Come on.
And this is where I say Miss TinaMarie Speaks is combined with open heart, open hands, my sister's keeper. Yes, I give honor to the men because it is supposed to be that way. But I am a woman, so I'm always going to be there for my sister. Good, bad, or indifferent, different faiths, whatever you need, I am still going to be there. I'm going to take you as you are, because as God says, come as we are. Come as you are. So how can, if he says that, who am I? People,
Mm.
when I had the traumatic brain injury, it happened in front of my daughter and my foster son on a Sunday afternoon. I'll never forget it. There was this woman, she held my hand. She goes, "Ma'am, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I thought when you live in New York and there's so many snowstorms, I mean, there's bad snowstorms. I thought it was an ice ball that, some unruly kid threw an ice ball that hit me.
Mm.
That's what I thought."
Wow.
Because my head, I was literally like a little turtle. That's how I felt.
Wow.
I just felt pain right here. And I'm like, okay, my face is wet. I didn't think anything. The woman is holding my hand. She goes, "Don't move. Please don't move." And I'm like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" And this woman has such a strong faith. She started praying in her native language, which was Spanish. And then there was a whole bunch of people starting to gather around. I got scared. I said, where's my kids? I need my kids. I need to see where my kids are. And with that being said, I didn't realize it until the letter. It was a big block letter stuck right in the right side of my head. And it fell on the ground. When I went like this, that's when I panicked. I saw clear fluid and I saw blood. I have the picture to this very day. I keep that picture as a reminder of how powerful God is and how powerful strangers. I have a friend who says she's never met a stranger. And all a stranger is a person you've never met before. You can change the trajectory of someone's day. I don't care if it's in the office, if it's on the corner, if it's in the supermarket, the library, the bookstore, by a smile, by a hello, just by the look you give them. And especially open heart, open hands. Ministry has a very big part of me. Half of my other heart, part of my heart, my sister's keeper, is because we go through so much and we don't talk about it. We keep the trauma hidden.
Right.
Yes, I tell people, I can't sugarcoat not a darn thing. Please do not ask me the truth if you're not ready to hear it. I do not believe in pretty lies. I will give you the ugly truth. And I don't understand. And I just had a conversation with someone this morning. Why would somebody believe a pretty lie rather than when did the lie become pretty and the truth become ugly? Now, if I offend anybody, I am grown enough to say, I apologize. But I want you to heal. I am not my head injury. I am not my massive heart attacks. I am not my breast cancer. I am not my lung, because I also have lung cancer. No, no. Let me rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'm going through the process. For whatever reason, God has me going on this journey. I've met so many beautiful women and so many men that also have breast cancer, which I did not know. So I'm an advocate for the voiceless and the underdog, because there's way too many times that we get pushed and not heard.
Come on.
So that's why my sister's keeper, I don't like to say being offensive. It's not being offensive. I'm just telling you straight, concise truth. Like I said, I'm a grown woman, I can say I apologize. And I give God all the glory for me to be sitting here tonight and being blessed to, speaking with you, and humbled, and so humbled. And if I can help unlock one person with God using me, because I'm his vessel. Okay, because one thing that cancer does is break you to your very core. I will tell you that. It will break you to your very core. And that's one of my leadership speaker empowerment programs, is core-based empowerment. It will break you to your very core. But it's also rebuilding me. It's showing me how God is rebuilding me. And I committed myself. I'm not, if I can save one person, I don't save, Jesus saves. And thank God that he saves.
Okay.
I really mean that. Because boy, sometimes TinaMarie, she's like I said, I'm a gangster for God. Sometimes it doesn't come out the way it's supposed to come out. I am going to get you to see the best version of yourself. And I am proud. I'm on Un Solo Dios. It is a bilingual program, Christian program. It is in English and Spanish, and it is Open Heart, Open Hands, My Sister's Keeper Ministry, and they're a wonderful program as well. It's amazing what can be done, and divine connections that can be made. As such as I'm here with you and the Queens, Yolanda, you, Queen Vicky, God forgive me, I forgot the apostle's name. Timothy Carter and Queen Ernestine. For me, the woman you see right now is made up of many different people. My children, okay, um, my extended family, because I consider you my extended family. My coach as Speaker Focus, that's a family in itself. Um, and it's funny because he had called and he never says, "Oh, I don't, I don't this, that, and I don't, he's a very faithful man. There was a time where I can actually share and I know what it's like to feel, okay, I can't go through this no more. I can't do this. I can't fight no more. I was curled up in my bed. And this is why I say the woman you see here today is only but God.
Come on.
I've always helped people when they don't feel right, if they're depressed, if they're, just not feeling themselves. When I got that diagnosis, not only did I get that diagnosis, my father had a massive heart attack, and I was daddy's little girl. I was daddy's little girl. This is all within this year. I was daddy's little girl, but I had gallbladder surgery on top of that.
Wow.
Which was I said, what the heck is gall? I didn't even know what a gallbladder did. I'm being honest.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, went through gallbladder surgery. I get a phone call 3 days later. My father had a massive heart attack. I flew back home. My doctor said, you can't go. I said, watch me. My daddy has a massive heart attack. You're not telling me I can't see my dad. And to God be the glory, he came out of that massive heart attack. Now, to God be the glory. I can speak about it now. I could not. I lost my dad February 13th. He went home. I didn't lose him. He went home to be with God on February 13th. He had jokes. Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. Because he loved his football. So I said, okay, he's going to have football with God. So, okay, fine.
Okay.
A month later, within that week, I was diagnosed. They said I had lung cancer, but I rebuked that. I'm healed. I'm whole. And I'm telling you, if you're going through anything medical, do not give up.
Come on.
You're being tested. It's a test for your testimony. The mess that we sometimes can go through is the message. This is a journey. It is not just one day and done, one and done, like you said. It's not. It's a continuous battle. And the only way we get through it is knowing who we are and whose we are. I used to think, why me, God, why me? And then I kept saying, he goes, well, you prayed, send you. So I got exactly what I prayed for.
Come on.
It's now, why not me? And I go because I watch, I called it my sister's keeper because I saw so many broken women.
Right.
I was once broken. And not many people know this. And my family will be shocked. And, I have told my children, they know. Okay, but it's still sometimes hard to hear. Okay, I was in a domestic violence relationship, marriage. I was married for umpteen years. It was a long time. And I've had a gun put to my head. Yes. I said, pull the trigger. Because if I get up, there will be no stopping me. There will be no stopping me. So I go and I've seen, even prior to that, I never experienced that in my, when I was growing up. I never experienced it until I looked back and watched my grandmother, my aunts. They were not physically abused, but they were emotionally abused.
Yes.
I never knew that part until I got older to understand. So now I stand in the gap with my open heart, open hands ministry, my sister's keeper, and even men. I do not just keep it exclusively. Yes, it's for women, but I do have some men because
Mm-hmm.
they are also abused.
Right.
I was also raped 3 times by the man I was married to. Some people say, and this came from the church. I had an elder woman tell me, well, you can't be raped by your husband. It's your husband, and that's your wifely duty. No, I don't believe that.
Come
No
on.
is no.
No is no.
No is no, whether
No
you are
is no.
married or not. If I'm married to you, no. No is no.
No is no.
Submission doesn't mean you have the right to abuse me.
Yes.
To
Right.
submit does not mean you have a right to abuse me. It's for me, and even in my I have a knowledge in my Miss TinaMarie speaks. I have knowledge-based empowerment. Knowledge, as they say, is power. Applicable knowledge is unstoppable. So I try, as I say, you have to go back to basics. And that back to basics is going back to God. And I say it all the time. I will walk through hell, punch the devil straight in the face to snatch the soul back.
Come on.
And everyone I'm connected to, you cannot. That's one of my prayers. God, cover each and every person I wasn't even able to pray for myself at one point.
Mm.
I will pray for everybody
Yes.
and everyone is connected to. I will stand in the gap, be a repairer of the breach, go into hell, snatch the snows back, punch the devil in the face with the God-given authority that Jesus Christ gave me, whether it's in a corporate room, corporate conference room, or the homeless man or homeless woman on the corner. Because there's no difference. There is no difference. There is no difference. My coach, who is an extremely empowering man, when I was at my lowest and nobody knew, I was curled up in my bed because the enemy was playing with me because of the cancer. Oh, you're going to die. Your kids are going to be
Mm.
traumatized. There's going to be a hole in the family. You're not going to. I don't know how. And I tell him all the time, he's got a gift. He called me, he says, get up, get up.
Get out.
That's all he said. And I said, I didn't want to pick up the phone. He said, get up.
Mm.
And I said, oh my God. And I have, my things in the morning. And in the Bible, when I was reading, it was the part where God said, man, do you want to be well? Get up, pick up your bed and get up. Get up and you will be well. I literally jumped out of that bed
Mm.
and it felt like I was able to run a marathon.
Come on.
See, you have to be careful who you have around you,
That
what you're
part.
listening to,
Yes.
what you're allowing to look, what you're looking at, and what to come. But the most important thing,
Tell us.
it all begins with the word. There's power of life and death in the tongue. How are you speaking to yourself and others? Are you taking time out? I don't care if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, no matter how busy we are. Have that time with God and make sure it's God
Mm-hmm.
and not just, in your head. And I'm also here to say, listen, don't be ashamed if you have to go for counseling
Mm-hmm.
because it became a trend word. It became a trend word with mental health when we had the pandemic. You don't hear about it anymore.
Right.
I have it's a saying that I had with a business partner. We got to get a checkup from the neck up.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
There's always times where you need someone to vent to.
Right.
Who does the pet? We've had so many things about hearing about things happening with the pastors, the first ladies, people in the church, believers. Not that we say God is the God that can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the impossible possible.
Come on.
But so he also sends counseling.
Yes.
And we should not be ashamed of it. He gave us health, which is our wealth. I said it before. Know who you are, know whose you are. Because if
Mm.
you don't, society will twist and turn you into whoever they want you to be.
Right.
Your royalty, you're God's royalty. He's the king. We are royalty. And I know there's somebody, and I say it when I'm speaking or even with my ministry. I am passionate about both. I intertwine both. People say, oh, it cannot be done. I said, yeah, watch. God's going to show up and show out.
Come on.
Because he's not left with anything, because he gave everything to me,
Come on.
regardless of the situations, challenges, circumstances. If you're sitting there and you're listening to this show, please continue to listen, not just to me, but other guests that this beautiful queen has on her show and the New Wellbeing podcast. I don't care if you are sitting home alone. You are not alone.
Come on.
You have somebody right there. Get to know yourself. Get to know who God created you to be. You know, people say to me, oh, you don't, I'm Miss. That's why I say MS. I'm Ms. TinaMarie Rodriguez. Yes, you know, I've had a sister in Christ say, oh, divorce is frowned upon. I said, well, God is the one who granted me that divorce. Be careful who you choose as wanting to be your partner. Listen, because I'm here to tell you, I didn't listen. I ought to have really heard God say, don't marry this person. 3 times when we went to get the license, something always went wrong. That's not a coincidence. But I was strong-willed, stubborn. Listen, I can admit I know who I am. I make mistakes.
That's
I have
right.
flaws.
Yes.
And I don't like when people say leaders, oh, we're perfectly put together. Oh, no, we're not. Ministers, pastors, prophets, preachers, we're imperfect too. We're human beings. At the end of the day,
Right.
we are all human beings. There's not one of us that are perfect, because there was only one perfect person who
Come
walked
on.
this earth, and that's Jesus Christ.
Amen. How can we get the people, the listening audience, to find you, to locate you, to for prayer, to minister to them, to empower and encourage them to find out more about your ministry, Mrs. Tina Marie Speaks, or Open Heart, Open Hands, My Sister's Keeper Ministry.
Sure.
Is there like a website or
There
link or something
definitely
like
is a website. Thank you, Pastor Yolanda. There's definitely a website. It's www.MissTinaMarieSpeaks.com. That is my leadership speaker page. I am always open if you need to talk, if you need to, any coaching sessions. You can reach out to me at 470-653-9054. I am on all social media platforms, from my Miss Tina Marie Speaks. That's on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You just leave me a LinkedIn message, or you can email me at Tina, Tina, at Miss MS TinaMarieSpeaks.com, and I will get back to you within the 24-hour time period and set up a schedule for you.
Oh my God!
And
Before
I'm and my other support system, which I can never, and so humbled, is the FPI network. Is a group of women that are strong women and leaders of God as well. They're an excellent, excellent platform of women. So please connect with them as well. And I'm so happy. I'm so overjoyed, Pastor Yolanda, having you, and Pastor Vicky and the rest, Queen Ernestine and Apostle George, Queen Vicky, I'm just overjoyed. I'm so overjoyed to add you to my family.
No, that's right. We're glad to be a part of the family. This is a blessing to know that we got somebody we can call when we're going through, because you too have been through. And if you need somebody, we're here for you as well. So I love how God is bringing the women, us together, that we can communicate, love on each other, hug on each other, be there for each other. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how God is connecting His women for this time and season that we're in. Can you give us some encouraging words before we let you go?
Don't hold on to God's hand. Don't let go. Do not let go. Hold on to his hand no matter what. I don't
Amen.
care if it's a hurricane, tornado, things are swinging around. Don't give up. Don't give in. And, always hold on. Put faith over fear.
Come on.
Um, be strong. Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Um, I didn't know how true that was until I looked up the meaning of my name, and it means be strong and courageous, which is Joshua 1:9. Don't give up no matter what. I don't care if you have $0. If your account is negative triple zero, provisions will be made. God will
Come
make a
on.
way, and where you can only say, but God.
But God.
And it's all faiths. I have
Come
to,
on.
I don't want anybody to say believers are not doers. Become a doer of the word.
Come on.
And nobody's perfect. Like I said, we all have our flaws, we all have our imperfections. There was only one perfect person that walked the earth, and that was Jesus Christ himself,
Come on.
through God the Father. So
Mm.
through all, and I mean all people, one thing we have in common, there's many things we have in common, many, many, many things we have in common, but the one thing that we have in common is our heart.
Come on.
We want our families to be taken care of. We want a roof over our head. We want to be
Mhm.
accepted. We want it to be understood. And we want it to be acknowledged. That's
Mhm.
globally.
Right.
That's globally. There's not one woman that I can say, oh, I don't care what my children do.
Mhm.
I don't care about my family, even though they're
Right.
driving you up one end and down the next wall,
Mhm.
or men for that matter. We all hurt the same way. We all bleed the same way.
Right.
So I say all faiths who's going to listen to this, talk to each other. That's why I'm affectionately called the Human Connections Magnet.
Come on.
And I didn't give myself that name. That was my coach. He goes, I've never
Ah,
seen people just come up to you and just talk. I said, it's not me. It's really God's favor.
come on.
And I'm going to bring you through.
Come
And
on.
the only way I can tell you how, wow, I did it, my faith brought me through, is by having a simple conversation. That's why I
Mm.
say prayer is just an intimate conversation with God. And the more we communicate with each other, well, first and foremost, have a conversation with God every day, then we're set. Then have a conversation with ourselves, then we're prepared. We can slay giants.
Come on.
And how else are we going to bring other people into the fold? That's what I would say. And
Wow.
remember, life is a gift wrapped in precious moments and the people we experience them with.
Amen. Thank you for that so much, woman of God. And
Thank
thank
you.
you, listeners. Didn't y'all enjoy yourselves on tonight? I told y'all was gonna be in for a word. She has way more than that to share. I mean, she got stuff to unfold, just unfolding so much stuff. Y'all make sure y'all follow her, reach out to her, see what she have to offer, and see what she have to offer, so that you can pass on the information to somebody else, because it may be somebody else that may be going through abuse, some form of abuse right now, being abused by their husband, boyfriend, fiance, just been abused in other forms, and she will have some information to provide you, because she's been there. She knows how it feels. So you don't feel like you are all alone, or you're stuck because you're in this marriage, or this person is going to get better, or it's my fault. Y'all know the stuff they say. So she can help you come through this and help pray with you. If you all are looking for someone that could be there for you to empower and encourage you, she's the one. She's been through coaching classes. She's been coached herself. She's a motivational speaker. So if y'all looking for a great speaker, get her. Follow her on Facebook. She's already given us her handles, her taglines of places that we can reach her at social media platforms, but definitely reach her on TinaMarie. You got to look into what all she have to offer, especially if this is something for you or a friend or co-worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that. Like, we need to know this stuff. Who has what? That's why we do. That's why I love doing this. That's why I love interviewing people, because you just never know what they have to offer. And if I don't know, if I can't provide it, I can say, you know what, I interviewed this woman of God, and you can connect with her. So go on my YouTube channel, look at that video, and you can hear what she have to say. And if this sounds like somebody you want to connect with, go ahead and reach out to her. So that's why I love doing it. This is part of my ministry. I love doing it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so humbled. Please, I mean, listening audience, please follow this beautiful queen, woman of God, who's just so humble and down to earth, and was so willing to serve. I mean, and she cares. She truly cares. It's not just for show. It's not just what do I say? It's not TV. It's not reality TV. It's the truth. She will call you. She will check in on you. Are you okay? You know, how you doing? What's going on with you? Follow her as well. Follow all the queens and king on New Wellbeing Queen podcast, and definitely this talk show, Newbeing Queen talk show.
Thank you. So y'all, there it is. She's putting me out. This is for her. You know. And now she's talking about the radio show. So it's Newbeing Queen Radio Talk Show on Zenith Radio. Yes. So y'all go ahead and reach out to us. Woman of God, we thank you so much.
Thank you
for your time. And for those of you that are listening, just like she said, if y'all would like to get on this break, if y'all would like to get on this show here and talk about whatever it is that you're doing, and you have a word that you would like to share with the world, let me know. I sent my email address out here, so let me go ahead so I can find it again, so you all can email me if you like. Email me. That's not it. This is it. So email me at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com, and I can put you on the show, because everybody has what you're about to say. What were you about to say?
I completely forgot. Sometimes I'm thinking and I'm speaking. I also have to give honor and be humble. I forgot, as Queen Ernestine would say, I'm an author now.
I know that's right.
Which I never thought I would be. I have to give credit to Shaquan Hoke. You can also find her on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, I believe, but I definitely know it's Facebook and Instagram. She's a wonderful woman of God. I am part of her anthologies. It is Sis Take Your Cape Off was our first one, which is out already. So you can find it on Amazon. It hit #1 in the Christian section, personal development section. It was just simply phenomenal. We have our second anthology, It's Your Time, Sis. And that will be coming out shortly. And I am proud, and it's only another leap of faith, but God, that I will have my own book coming out in March or by April, called Shattered Butterflies. Thank you.
You said Shattered Butterflies. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yes.
You definitely got to let us know about that one. You definitely got to do a flyer and all that good stuff, because listen, we got to get that one. So definitely. Thank you so much. Again, if you all would like to come on here, let me know. Also, we're going to start doing some advertisements. So if you all would like to advertise on the show, we can do like a pause break and advertise whatever it is that you like. Whether it's your business, minister, what have you, we will advertise on this show as well. And stay tuned, because the Yolanda Mitchell will have a flyer coming out for an event we have coming on Clubhouse. We would like for you to also join us there. But this is our show. Thank you so much. Be beautiful. Be Queen TinaMarie.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Queen. I
love you.
This has been a real blessing.
Yes,
Take
it has.
care of yourself, kings and queens. Blessings to you.
Good night.